Foxy 99, the big stick, in correlation with the Smash Map podcast, man. Look, it is going down. All right. It is the Ugliest Brother in Radio, G-Money in the house, watch your mouth. And this Saturday in the Ville, it's going to be the WWE Supershow on their road to Summerslam. It's going to be major. And right now, on the Zoom call with me, I have the legacy. I have ex-con Don. I have not probably, the biggest heel in the WWE right now, man. We got Dominik Mysterio in the building. Dominik, what is popping, my man?
Hey, man, I just want to say thank you for that introduction, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, man. Look, I'm a longtime fan. I know all about the product and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I've been watching, bro. How you feeling right now?
I'm good, man. I'm excited. The Judgment Days, we got some good things cooking up, and it's a good day to be a bad guy.
It definitely is, man. It definitely is, bro. Like, since you went ahead and brought that up, how does it make you feel, my man? You don't even get a chance to barely say anything on the mic. Like, anytime you try to cut a promo, like, the people, they're just not with it, man.
Yeah, it's honestly it's a blessing and a curse, because I wish I could speak to them and let them know, because I'm trying to speak my truth and let them know what kind of a deadbeat Rey Mysterio my dad really was. And also, like, I just want to let these people know that, Mommy's the best, Finn's the best, and Damien's the best, but they just won't let me get a word out.
Man, like, and bringing that up, it seems like people agree with you because they love Mommy. They love Rhea Ripley. They're happy that she's a
Who
champion.
does it?
Yep. Right. Like, who doesn't like Rhea Ripley? But I'm just trying to understand, how can they love Mommy but not love Dom? I mean, like, I'm trying to put
You
this.
can't have one without the other.
It just
That's
doesn't.
why she reacts the way she does. That's why she goes out there and scares these kids that are booing me, because they don't deserve to have Dom or Mommy.
I dig. So let's take it a step back. Like, before you guys made the connection and you was rocking with your pops, y'all doing the tag team thing. What was it? What was the turning point that made you decide, you know what? I'm not really not feeling my dad, Rey Mysterio, and I think the Judgment Day is where I need to be. What was that moment?
So there was a couple moments, I think I had made it pretty obvious to him that I wanted to be his tag team partner at a Clash at the Castle in Cardiff. I wanted to be the one to tag with him against the Judgment Day. And hell, I wouldn't have minded if Edge was in our side, and have him ringside for us. But no, he's the one that Edge wanted to be a team player and have him be in the match and have me ringside, even though I was the one that helped them win the match. So I think that was definitely the straw that broke the camel's back. Also, not to mention Edge spearing me. My good old Uncle Edge going out there and spearing me. Like, damn well what you're doing, right? You're
He
30
could have put the
plus
brakes
year
on when he
veteran.
was going. He could have
Yeah.
put the brakes on. I got you.
He's a 30 plus year veteran. He can pick and choose who he spears, but he decided to spear me. And at the end of the day, Mommy was there for me, Finn was there for me, and Priest was there for me, and that's my family.
Okay, I dig. So speaking of the family, man, how did the family support you when you spent all that time locked behind bars, man?
They were very supportive. I remember the day I got taken away, Mommy was there. She was the first phone call. She was there to bail me out, and I spent a couple hours in there, and it wasn't a good time. And after I made it out, they made sure that I was taken care of. Mommy had fresh food for me, some fresh clothes, made sure I was taken care of. Priest made sure that no one messed with me. Finn was, grabbing me some blankets and pillows because I was very uncomfortable in there. So they were all just making sure I was taken care of.
That's beautiful, man. So, like, let's move on to WrestleMania. Like, I know you feel the way you feel about your pops, man, and like a lot of us, we don't quite understand it, but we don't know your experience. So, that is that.
Mm-hmm.
But being able to share the ring with your dad at WrestleMania and put on a hell of a match, man. I mean, what was that experience like for you?
Don't get me wrong. I understand that my dad is a quote unquote legend in this business, but I should have won that match. I had that Hall of Famer beat. He was done. He like what did Damien say? You're done, you're washed, it's over. I had him beat. And then here comes, his Bugs Bunny friend coming in, taking the chain, and then the rest of the LWO clowns coming out. So it's like it was a very special moment for me going out there and putting a beating on my dad and beating a Hall of Famer. And for them to just come in and ruin that, and for my mom to ruin that as well, not to mention that she slapped me, so there should have been 2 DQs in that match when he pulled out the belt and when she slapped me. So I should have won the match 3 times. So in my head, I'm 3-0 against my dad.
Man. But it was almost about to be a problem because like you got to your sister's face and she almost jumped the rail on you.
I wish she would have jumped the rail because I had mommy waiting for her to just body slam her.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this Saturday, Crown Complex, Fayetteville, North Carolina. I know you've been to North Carolina a couple times. Do you know who you're facing this Saturday?
I do not. I believe it's a surprise, but I think whoever I'm facing doesn't need to be worried. Is they're the ones facing me. And they're the ones that should be worried because at the end of the day, ex-Condom ain't afraid of nobody.
This is facts. We see it, man. So for those who probably don't watch WWE as much, but they're bringing their family to this show, what should they expect out of this show? What should they expect from not just from the show, but from ex-Condom and the Judgment Day?
Man, they can expect the entirety of Judgment Day to be there because I know we're all going to be there. I would say it's a family show because Cody Rhodes might be on there, and he's a big family man. But if he's facing the Judgment Day, it's going to be a bad night for Cody. And at the end of the day, they can expect hide your children because Rhea's going to come and scare them. If you haven't seen the videos, if you guys are ringside and see Rhea Ripley, you guys should be well aware that she is terrifying and she will come and scare your kids. So you can be very prepared because the Judgment Day is going to be in town.
Most definitely, most definitely. Okay, so for you, like I know Judgment Day is pretty much the biggest faction in the WWE right now. So what are your goals for the future? Like I know the Intercontinental Championship is on Raw now, and then you got the Undisputed Tag Champions on that brand as well. Plus the new World Heavyweight Championship is also on the brand. So I mean, like, what goals do you have for yourself outside of doing what you do with the Judgment Day?
Man, I would love to hold some titles, whether it's singles gold or tag team gold. I know Finn and Damien just recently beat the undisputed tag team champions in Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, so there's definitely a shot there. And even Gunther, man, I don't know if I'd take him one-on-one, but if we can get a triple threat match going somewhere where I can sneak some in a victory, maybe. I don't know. Who knows what the future has in store for ex-Condom, but we'll see.
All right, yeah, those chops are life changing. So I don't know if you want to do that.
Yeah, I took one at the Rumble and I was like, I'm good.
Hey, so I'm finished, man. So running into SummerSlam, I'm not. What matter of fact, you've already wrestled some of the biggest names in the company. Is there anybody else? Is there anybody that you have on your hit list that you really want to get in a ring with?
I've already wrestled him, but I would love to run it back with someone like Seth. I debuted against him, and I think he got the like he got level 1 Dom, right?
Right,
He got level 1 Dom and he struggled to beat level 1 Dom. So I would love to run it back with Seth Rollins and just kind of see where things go now. Especially me having my crew behind me. Because I know when he was going after me, he had his crew with him. So now that he's running solo and I got my crew, I'd love to see where things go there.
Interesting. One last thing. You pretty much debuted in pretty much around the Thunderdome era. And can you talk about how the transition of working in those empty arenas to slowly getting back the crowds to where they are now? Like, what was that transition like?
I think the transition for me was, I don't want to say easy, but the people that I had around me, made it easy, and just the way that they were explaining things to me and how to. So I started in the Thunderdome, and as soon as we were going back to live crowds, I was tagging with my dad and John Cena
Yeah.
against Roman Reigns and the Usos. So I had just, about 5 of the greatest wrestlers to ever do it in one ring, and then you have me. So it's
Right.
like that transition to be able to just pick things up, uh, was very, eye-opening for me, and the way that they guided me through it was very eye-opening.
Mm, dope. Dope. So, okay, I lied. I said one last thing, but that wasn't it. So, being the son of a Hall of Famer, like for a perspective, because I'm a wrestler too. So, being the son of a Hall of Famer, how do you feel like? Do you feel like that made things harder for you versus the indie wrestler, or like, because I imagine it affords you some advantages, but do you feel like it makes things a lot harder for you because you have a name to live up to, as opposed to somebody that just decided they wanted to do it and just, and just got to forge their path?
Um, I can't I can't speak on the others just because I, uh I don't know what that journey would be like, So I think originally we had planned for me to go independently, and we had a scheduled debut independently and everything to go through the whole process and do indie wrestling and hopefully get a tryout with WWE. But I was very blessed and very fortunate to be in the position that I'm in and be given these opportunities. But I think living up to that name, the Mysterio name, there's definitely some pressure that comes with it, man. But I'm out there just having fun and doing what I can, because I can't get too caught up on the pressure and having to live up to the name because um, he's done so much for this business and for the Mysterio name, taking it from Mexico, from my uncle Rey Mysterio Sr. to making Rey Mysterio Jr. to Rey Mysterio a global phenomenon, a worldwide name, and me being able to take that Dominic Mysterio, the Mysterio name, and continue the legacy is just is a blessing, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. Hopefully, I continue to do the name justice and slowly start erasing the name Rey Mysterio and keeping that name Dom Mysterio in there.
Well, look, I would definitely say you've already created a legacy, because your dad was that deal, but he never got the reactions you did, especially as a heel. You know what I'm saying? So like, you're already doing your thing, man. So I definitely want to say appreciate having you on. Could you give everybody your social media and everything so they
Yeah,
can follow you?
Twitter Dom Mysterio 35, and then on Instagram is Dominic 30 underscore 35.
Okay, awesome, man. Look, it's going down this Saturday, the WWE Super Show at the Crown Complex. Expect to see the Judgment Day. Expect to see Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Mommy, Rhea Ripley, the SmackDown Women's Champion, and the man right here, ex-con Dom, still in the building. You already know what it is, man. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, man.
See you Saturday.